Progressive Web Apps (PWA). Progressive Web Apps (PWAs) are a modern approach to building web applications that aim to combine the best aspects of both web and mobile apps. They provide a seamless user experience by leveraging web technologies to deliver fast, reliable, and engaging applications that can be accessed through web browsers on various devices, including desktop, smartphones, and tablets. PWAs are designed to be progressively enhanced, meaning they can work for all users, regardless of the browser or device they are using, while offering advanced features for more capable platforms. Key features of progressive web apps include responsive design. PWAs adapt to various screen sizes and orientations, ensuring a consistent experience across different devices. We will discuss each of these 7 points in details later. Second, connectivity independence. PWAs can work offline or with limited network connectivity by caching resources, enabling users to access content even when they are offline. App-like experience. PWAs provide a native app-like experience with smooth animations, gestures, and interactions. Fresh content. Automatic updates ensure that users always have the latest version of the app without needing to visit an app store. Discoverability. PWAs can be found via search engines, making them easy discoverable by users. Secure. PWAs are served over HTTPS, ensuring data security and privacy. 7. Linkable. PWAs can be shared using URLs, just like traditional websites. Let's look at a couple of examples to illustrate how PWAs work. First, Twitter Lite. Twitter's PWA, called Twitter Lite, is an excellent example. It provides a fast and engaging experience for users on slow or unreliable network. Twitter Lite can be added to the home screen of a mobile device, and it offers features like push notifications and offline access. Users can interact with their tweets, view profiles, and send messages just like they would in the native app. Second, Starbucks PWA. Starbucks developed a PWA that allows users to order coffee and food from their devices. The app works offline and provides a seamless experience whether users are browsing the menu, customizing their orders, or making payments. Once users have an internet connection, the app syncs their orders with the server. Third, Pinterest. Pinterest's PWA is another example. It offers a visually rich experience where users can browse and save pins. The PWA loads quickly, even on slow networks, and provides a consistent interface across devices. In all these examples, the PWA delivers a user experience that closely resembles that of native app, while also offering the advantages of being accessible through web browsers. This approach eliminates the need for users to download and install apps from app stores, making it convenient for both developers and users. First, responsive design refers to the design philosophy and techniques of creating web applications that dynamically adapt and respond to various screen sizes and orientations. In the context of progressive web apps, responsive design is a crucial aspect that ensures a consistent and user-friendly experience across a wide range of devices, including desktop computers, laptops, tablets, and smartphones. Here is a more in-depth explanation of these concepts. Fluid layout. Responsive design involves using flexible grid layout and relative units, such as percentages for elements like images, texts, and containers. This allows the content to scale and rearrange itself to fit different screen sizes. For example, a 3-column layout on a desktop may become a single column layout on a smaller smartphone screen. Media queries. Media query are CSS technique that enables the application to detect the characteristics of the user's device, such as screen width, orientation, portrait, or landscape, and resolution by applying different styles or layout adjustment based on these characteristics. I published one course for CSS in details in my YouTube channel. Can refer it. The PWA can provide an optimized viewing experience. For instance, text may increase in size on smaller screens to enhance readability. Flexible images and media. PWAs use techniques like responsive images, where images are loaded based on the user's device capabilities and screen size. This prevents users from downloading unnecessarily large images on small screens, which can slow down page loading times. Touch-friendly interactions on touch-enabled devices. Responsive design includes optimizing touch interactions, such as buttons and navigation menus. For fingertips, tapping rather than mouse clicking elements are spaced adequately to avoid accidental clicks and to provide a smooth user experience. Viewport meta tag. The viewport meta tag is a crucial element in responsive design for PWAs. It allows developers to control how the PWA is displayed on different devices by setting the initial scale, maximum scale, and other parameters. The PWA can ensure that content fits the screen property and does not require excessive zooming or scrolling. Orientation handling. Responsive design also takes into account how the PWA should adapt when a user switches between portrait and landscape orientations. Elements may be rearranged, font sizes adjusted, and navigation menus optimized to ensure the best experience regardless of orientations. Testing and cross-browser compatibility. Responsive design requires thorough testing on various devices, browsers, and operating systems to ensure that the PWA functions as intended across the board. This may involve using browser developer tools, emulators, or real devices to simulate different environments. In summary, responsive design is a core principle of PWAs that focuses on creating a seamless and user-friendly experience across diverse devices and screen sizes. By employing flexible layouts, media queries, touch-friendly interactions, and other techniques, PWAs can adapt their appearance and functionality to provide an optimal experience for users regardless of the device they are using. Second, connectivity independence is a key feature of progressive web apps that allows them to function seamlessly even when the user's device is offline or experiencing limited network connectivity. This feature is achieved through a combination of caching strategies and service workers, enabling users to access content and perform tasks within the PWA without a continuous internet connection. Here is more detailed explanation. Service workers. Service workers are a fundamental technology behind the offline capabilities of PWAs. They are background scripts that act as a proxy between the PWA and the network. Service workers can intercept network requests and cache resources, allowing the PWA to control how resources are fetched and stored. They are installed once and can persist even when the user navigates away from the PWA. Caching strategies. PWAs use various caching strategies to ensure offline functionality. These strategies determine which resources are cached and how they are updated. Some common caching strategies include cache first. The PWA first checks if the requested resource is in the cache. If it's available, it's reserved from the cache. If not, the PWA fetched it from the network and then stores it in the cache for future use. Network first. The PWA tries to fetch the resource from the network first. If successful, it's served to the user and a copy is stored in the cache. If the network request fails due to offline status, the PWA serves the cached version. Tail while revalidate. The PWA serves the cached resource while simultaneously making a network request to update the cache. This strategy provides a balance between serving content quickly and ensuring it's up to date. Pre-caching. PWAs can pre-cache essential resources during installation or when the user is online. Pre-caching involves storing resources in the user's device cache before they are actually needed. This ensures that even if the user goes offline later, the required resources are already available. Offline pages and content PWAs can provide offline fallback pages or content for certain routes or sections of the app. For example, a news app may show cached news articles when the user is offline, even if the latest articles cannot be fetched from the network. Background sync. Some PWAs support background sync, which allows certain actions like submitting a form or sending messages to be queued while the device is offline. Once the device regains connectivity, the queued actions are automatically sent to the server. User expectations. PWAs communicate the offline status to users, providing a clear indication of when they are working offline. This helps manage users' expectations and prevents frustration by letting users know why certain features may not be available. In summary, the connectivity independence feature of PWAs leverages service workers and caching strategies to ensure that the app remains functional and useful even in situations with poor or no network connectivity. By intelligently caching resources and managing offline access, PWAs enhance user experience and utility, making them suitable for users who may not always have a reliable internet connection. Third, app-like experience is a core aspect of progressive web apps that aims to provide users with a user interface and interaction patterns similar to those found in native mobile applications. This includes smooth animations, gestures, and interactions that make the PWA feel intuitive and responsive, enhancing the overall user experience. Here is a more detailed explanation of this concept. Smooth animations. PWA use animations to create visually engaging and seamless transitions between different sections of the app. Animations can include elements like fading, sliding, or zooming in and out of content. These animations contribute to a polished and modern user interface that feels dynamic and responsive. Gestures. Like native apps, PWAs leverage gestures that users are familiar with from their experiences with smartphones and tablets. Common gestures include tapping, swiping, pinching, and scrolling. These gestures enable users to interact with the PWA in a natural and intuitive manner, just as they would with native applications. Responsive design. An app-like experience also includes responsive design principles. As discussed earlier, the PWA's layout and interface elements adjust seamlessly to different screen sizes and orientations. This ensures that the app remains functional and visually appealing across various devices, from large desktop screens to small mobile displays. Offline interactions. App-like experiences in PWAs extend to offline interactions even when offline users can continue to interact with cached content, perform tasks, and navigate through the app. Smooth transitions and interactions are maintained regardless of the device connectivity status, minimizing disruption to the user's experience. Home screen installation. PWAs can be installed on a device home screen, similar to native apps. When launched from the home screen, the PWA opens in full screen mode without browser's elements, making it feel more like a standalone application. This installation process also creates a sense of ownership and convenience for users. Push notifications. Push notifications are a key component of the app-like experience in PWAs. Users can receive timely updates and alerts even when the PWA is not open, similar to how native apps deliver notifications. This helps keep users engaged and informed about new content or important events. Responsive touch interactions. PWAs optimize touch interactions for mobile devices. Buttons and other interactive elements are designed with touch targets in mind, ensuring that users can easily tap them without the risk of accidental clicks. Smooth performance. PWAs aim to provide a smooth and fluid user experience by optimizing performance. This includes minimizing loading times, reducing latency, and ensuring that interactions and animations are responsive and consistent across different devices. In essence, the app-like experience feature of PWA bridges the gap between traditional web applications and native mobile apps by offering a user interface that is familiar, responsive, and engaging by incorporating smooth animations, intuitive gestures, and other interactive elements. PWAs create an environment that users find comfortable and enjoyable, contributing to their overall satisfaction with the application. Fourth, fresh content is a pivotal characteristic of progressive web apps that revolves around delivering up-to-date application content and features to users without requiring them to manually update or visit an app store. This aspect ensures that users always have access to the latest version of the PWA, enhancing their experience and ensuring that they benefit from improvements and new features. Here is a more detailed explanation of this concept. Automatic updates. PWAs are designed to automatically update in the background, ensuring that users are always using the most recent version of the application. When developers make changes or release new features, these updates are pushed to the user's device without any action needed on their part. This contrasts with traditional web applications where users may need to refresh their browser to see the changes. Seamless user experience. Automatic updates eliminate the need for users to actively manage updates or go through the process of manually updating the app from an app store. This seamless experience reduces friction and ensures that users can immediately benefit from enhancements or bug fixes. Offline access to updated content. Even if users go offline after an update has been pushed, they can still access the updated content and features. This is due to the caching and offline capabilities of PWAs, which store resources locally on the user's device. No App Store dependency. Unlike native apps, which require users to visit an app store to download updates, PWAs bypass this dependency. Users don't have to worry about App Store restrictions, review processes, or waiting for updates to be approved and published. Security and bug fixes. Automatic updates allow developers to swiftly address security vulnerabilities and bugs. This helps ensure that users are always protected and that their experience remains stable and error-free. Incremental updates. Updates in PWAs can be incremental, meaning that only the necessary changes are downloaded and applied. This reduces the data and time required for updates, making the process more efficient. User retention. By keeping the app current and continuously improving it, PWAs have the potential to enhance user retention. Users are more likely to engage with an app that consistently delivers new features and improvements. Consistency across devices. Automatic updates ensure a consistent experience across all devices and platforms that support PWAs. Users don't need to worry about using different various versions of the app on different devices. Controlled layouts. Developers can control the rollout of updates to different segments of their user base. This allows them to test new features on a subset of users before deploying the update to everyone. rollouts. In summary, the fresh content feature of PWAs guarantees that users are always using the most recent and enhanced version of the application. This automatic update process occurs seamlessly in the background, eliminating the need for users to visit app stores or manually initiate updates. This contributes to a smoother, more up-to-date and engaging experience for PWA users. Fifth, discoverability. Discoverability is a crucial characteristic of progressive web apps that emphasizes their visibility and accessibility to users through search engines. Unlike traditional native apps, which users typically find and download from app stores, PWAs can be easily discovered through search engine queries. This attribute enhances the reach and accessibility of PWAs, making them readily available to users across different platforms and devices. Here is some more detailed explanation of these concepts. SEO optimization. PWAs can be optimized for search engines using standard search engine optimization (SEO) practices by implementing relevant keywords, meta tags, structured data, and descriptive content. Developers can ensure that their PWAs are more likely to appear in search engines results when users search for related topics or services. Direct links. Each page or section within a PWA has a unique URL that can be directly accessed and shared. This means that users can easily share links to specific parts of the PWA, increasing its discoverability through social media, email, or messaging apps. Indexing by search engines. Search engines like Google, Bing, and others are capable of indexing the content within PWAs. This means that the content of the PWAs pages can appear in search results just like regular web pages. Broad user reach. Discoverability through search engine enables PWAs to reach a wider audience, as users don't need to install an app to access the content. Users can find and interact with the PWA directly from their search results without any barriers. No app store dependencies. Unlike native apps, which require users to navigate through app stores to find and install apps, PWAs can be accessed directly from the browser. This eliminates the need for users to visit an app store and provides a more streamlined experience. Platform agnostic. Discoverability through search engines makes PWAs platform agnostic. They can be accessed on various devices, including desktops, laptops, tablets, and smartphones, regardless of the underlying operating system. Responsive design. PWAs responsive design further enhances their discoverability, since PWAs are designed to adapt to different screen sizes and orientations. They provide a consistent user experience across devices, making them more accessible to users on different platforms. Engagement tracking. Developers can track user engagement and behavior within the PWA, allowing them to gather insights on how users are discovering and interacting with the app. This information can be used to optimize the user experience and content. Direct user engagement. By showing up in search results, PWAs can attract users who are actively searching for relevant information or services. This direct engagement opportunity can lead to increased user retention and satisfaction. In summary, the discoverability aspect of PWAs ensures that users can easily find and access the app's content through search engines without the need to install an app from an app store. This capability expands the potential audience for PWAs and allows them to compete with native apps by providing a seamless and accessible user experience across various platforms. Security is a fundamental and paramount characteristic of progressive web apps that revolves around the protection of user data, privacy, and communication over the internet. PWAs are designed to be served exclusively over HTTPS, which is a secure protocol that encrypts the data and exchanged between the user's device and the web server. This encryption ensures that sensitive information remains confidential and prevents unauthorized access. Here is a more detailed explanation of this concept. HTTPS encryption. HTTPS, Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secure, is a secure version of HTTP, the protocol used for transmitting data over the internet. In HTTPS, data is encrypted using SSL/TLS protocol, preventing third parties from intercepting or tampering with the data in transit. Data confidentiality. When a user interacts with a PWA, information exchanged between the user's device and the server is encrypted. This includes personal information, login credential, payment details, and any other sensitive data. This encryption ensures that even if intercepted, the data is unreadable without the appropriate description keys. Data integrity. HTTPS encryption also ensures data integrity. It guarantees that the data sent from the user's device to the server remains unaltered during transmission. This prevents tampering, modifications, or injections by malicious actors. User trust. Serving PWAs over HTTPS enhances user trust. When users see the padlock icon or secure indicators in their browser's address bar, they know that their connection is secure. This reassures them that their data is being handled responsibly and reduces the risk of data breaches. Compliance with modern standards. Many modern web standards and technologies require the use of HTTPS. For instance, certain features such as service workers, crucial for PWAs, can only be used in secure contexts. Search engine rankings. Search engines like Google consider HTTPS as a ranking factor. Websites and applications served over HTTPS are more likely to appear higher in search results, contributing to the discoverability of PWAs. Browser security features. Browsers are more likely to grant certain permissions and features to PWAs served over HTTPS. For example, push notifications and access to certain APIs are often restricted to secure regions to maintain user security and privacy. Mitigating attacks. Serving PWAs over HTTPS helps mitigate various attacks such as man-in-the-middle attacks, data interception, and data injection. These attacks could compromise user data and the overall security of the application. Privacy concerns. Privacy is closely linked to security. HTTPS encryption prevents unauthorized entities from eavesdropping on user activities, protecting their privacy and preventing the collection of sensitive information without their consent. In summary, the secure aspect of PWAs ensures that user data and interactions are safeguarded through encryption and the use of HTTPS. This commitment to security not only protects users' privacy and sensitive information, but also builds trust and confidence in the PWA, enhancing its credibility and usability. Seventh, linkability. Linkability is a defining attribute of progressive web apps, PWAs, that emphasizes their ability to be easily shared and accessed via URLs, similar to traditional websites. This feature enables users to share specific pages or sections of PWA with others, enhancing its reach and accessibility. Here is a more detailed explanation of this concept. URL accessibility. Each page or section within a PWA has a unique URL that corresponds to its content. Users can access these URLs directly from their web browsers, share them via email, social media, or messaging apps, and bookmark them for future reference. Direct sharing. PWAs can be shared with others by simply sending the URL of the desired page or section. Recipients can then click on the link to directly access the specific content, bypassing the need to search or navigate through the PWA to find it. Social media engagement. Linkability is particularly advantageous for social media platforms. Users can share links to interesting articles, products, or features within the PWA, facilitating engagement and discussion among their social circles. Collaboration and communication. In collaborative environments such as work or educational settings, users can share links to relevant information within the PWA. This promotes effective communication and knowledge sharing among team members or students. Bookmarking. Users can easily bookmark specific pages or sections within the PWA for quick access later. This is especially useful for frequently visited content or information that users want to revisit regularly. SEO benefits. Having linkage URLs also provides SEO benefits. Search engine can index individual pages of the PWA, making it more discoverable and enhancing its search engine ranking for specific keywords. Deep linking. Deep linking allows URLs to point to specific content within the PWA, even if the user does not have the PWA installed. This enables users to access specific content directly, encouraging engagement and interaction. Contextual sharing. Linkable users can include parameters or query strings that provide context to the content being shared. For example, a URL may lead to a specific product page with pre-selected filters or sorting options. Cross-platform access. Linkability ensures that users can access the same content across different devices and platforms. The experience remains consistent regardless of the user's device or preferred web browser. Engagement tracking. Developers can track the performance and engagements of different pages or sections within the PWA through analytics tools, enabling them to optimize the user experience based on the user behavior. In summary, the linkable feature of PWAs enables users to easily share and access specific content within the app using URLs. This functionality enhances the PWA's discoverability, engagement, and usability by allowing users to directly interact with the desired content and share it with others just as they would with traditional websites. This is 7 topics with progressive web apps PWAs.